like to lose half of your allowance? Yep, that's right. Without signing anything, we can arrange to make half of your money disappear. Do you like that idea? Just taking a wild guess, the chances are that you didn't like it, and that it took you 0 seconds to decide it was a bad idea. But how would you feel about it if we were to tell you that all you had to do to get that allowance was to lie in bed and play video games? Do you like the idea now? In the last program, we talked about the importance of delaying your judgment, so that your mind has time to explore new ideas. However, as we've just seen, sometimes it's quite hard to do, particularly when the idea seems to be bad for you. But even seemingly bad ideas often have good parts, and if we don't give these ideas a chance, we might never see the good parts. So in this program, we're going to give you some more practical steps to help you delay your judgment. Let's get going. Step 1. When you hear a new idea, the first thing you have to do is relax and take some time to think about it. Some people like to count to 10, or perhaps you might like to stare at the sky while you think about what might be good about the idea, or what else you would like to know about it. The key point is to relax and give yourself time to think. Now, it's important to understand that some ideas will be easier to explore than others. For example, you're probably already very relaxed about what breakfast cereal your school principal likes to eat. On the other hand, a change to the rules about whether classmates should be able to eat your dessert without your permission probably creates a stronger reaction. The key point here is no matter how strongly you feel about an idea, you must still relax and give yourself the time to explore it, rather than jumping to a conclusion. However, it's also important to realize that exploring an idea doesn't mean agreeing with it. In other words, you can still say no after you've properly thought about it. Now, being relaxed isn't enough. After all, going to sleep is obviously a form of relaxation, but it isn't quite what we have in mind. You also have to pay attention to the ideas, so the second step is to listen. You have to actively listen to what people are telling you. Now, this might seem an easy thing to do, but people are often not very good at listening. It's almost as if the more they know about a subject, the smaller their ears get. And this isn't a good way to learn new things. So we have to keep our ears and eyes wide open when we're confronted with new ideas. And this leads to the third step: understand. Imagine for a moment that you and your friend decide to play the card game Go Fish. You've played the game a lot and you know the rules, so you're very surprised when your friend plays in a completely different way. Do you think you'd call them a cheat and refuse to play with them? Or would you pause, listen, and then try to understand their point of view? If you ask them questions about the way they played the game in their family, you might discover a new and exciting way to play. In fact, it's amazing what you can learn when you really understand another person's point of view. So, the 3 steps we want you to practice are relax, listen, and understand. Now that's pretty simple, isn't it? So let's do some practice. What we'd like you to do today is, first, find someone who has a very bad idea. It might be your best friend, your brother or sister, a teacher, your parent, or someone on television. It doesn't matter who it is, so long as they have an idea that you think is clearly bad. Second, go through the steps of relaxing, listening, and making sure you understand the idea. Then, find at least one thing that you like about the idea. And when you've found that one thing, stretch your mind even further and find another 5 things that you like about it. This is really going to help you strengthen your ability to delay your judgment. One final thought. Taking the time to listen to someone's ideas without judging them is one of the simplest and yet most powerful things you can do to help anyone. If you practice this for a few weeks, we think you will be amazed at how people react to you.